Aloha everybody, this is Sean with Homestead in Hawaii. Thanks for joining me today. Have you ever wondered what it's like to dig a hole on one of the freshest volcanoes on Earth? Well, I'm about to show you what it's like today. Today, it's a beautiful day in Hawaii, but it is hot. And I am trying to dig a hole in rock, essentially. We live in Puna, which is on the side of the Kilauea volcano, one of the newest and freshest pieces of land on the planet, really. But all over in Puna, we have land, cheap land available for this main reason. We are located on lava rock, and just 2 inches down, sometimes even less, it is just straight rock. And when I mean rock, I don't mean rocky soil. I mean rock. Around here, we don't use shovels. We use tools like these and an OO bar for looser rock, but a jackhammer is pretty much the only way we're going to be getting down into the ground. You can see right here that this jackhammer is resting on some lava cinder, and that's just a layer of loose rock that we ordered to go over what's right here. This is the hole I've been digging for the last half hour. I'm about 6 inches down, and this, my friends, you can see the difference is the red cinder on top, and directly beneath that is the hard lava rock. There is no soil in that right now. And you can see here, this is what I'm getting out, this lava rock here. And so in order to dig a hole in Puna, it's no easy task. And that right there is why it is cheap land in Puna. The digging holes, planting trees, whatever you want, is so much harder because you are on lava rock, essentially. There are some places with pockets of land, but most of the spots around here are going to be pure lava rock like this. So you have to change your approach when it comes to making fences or making gardens or whatnot. You can see this lot here was ripped, and then we laid some cinder on top of it, and we already have grass growing. This is about 2 years old here, and this is what you're going to expect after 2 years in Hawaii. But you can see here, I put all these fence posts in, and that was no easy task, let me tell you. But all those fence posts got in, not totally straight everywhere. Some of them are a little bit short on the hole. But if you're thinking about coming to Puna, you're going to have to expect spending a decent amount of money on fence posts, simply for the fact about having to get the holes in the ground. It is possible to get a machine operator out here that has sort of a jackhammer implement on their machine to be able to get most of these holes in there for you. When you do that, though, it's important to get everything lined out ahead of time before he gets here. You get a straight line going across, and you make sure you know exactly where those holes are going to go, so that the operator knows exactly where to go, and that you can spend less time paying him, more time getting those holes dug. So this is what it looks like before property gets ripped around here. It's amazing that any of these plants are really growing. They have shallow root systems that grow in a thin soil. Some of them break down into the lava layer, but most of it's right there on the surface. But then for most people, when they come in to build, they get a machine in, a big dozer, and it comes in and does this. And you can see here the amount of rock that we're dealing with. Now, I wouldn't suggest clearing your lot like this. This is a total clear cut. There are ways to clear and save some of the native vegetation, but this is what most people tend to do around here. And clearing some area is definitely suggested, so that you have an easy area to maintain, to build, and to be able to just have an area where you can play. Otherwise, the landscape can be kind of really uneven due to the nature of the lava flow. But yeah, we live in rock country here. This is what it's like. Well, that is not easy digging a hole around here. It's about an hour later from when I first got started, and I got a hole dug. I only got to get to 18 inches. I was hoping to get to 24 inches, but I'm gonna be happy with 18 inches because that was hard enough already. I've only been getting like an inch in the past 10 or 20 minutes anyways. But man, that's some back-breaking work. So I'm gonna take a little break and then we'll get back to this. Obviously, when we're digging holes around here for trees, we're gonna do things a little bit differently. Lucky for us, plants are resilient. So in the future video, I'm gonna show you how we're gonna plant trees without digging any holes into this stuff. It's a lot simpler than it might seem. It doesn't have to be as backbreaking as putting in a fence post. So don't fret if you're worried that planting trees is gonna require the same amount of work. It can be done this way if you wanna get trees really dug into a hole, but you can see I'm just carving rock, and while this rock is porous, it will create drainage issues down the line. So there's other techniques to use, and be sure to check out a future video, and that's why it's important to subscribe to my YouTube channel, because we'll be adding new content all the time that will get you what you need to be able to go off grid, especially out here in Hawaii and in the rocky lands of Puna. So once again, thanks for watching everybody. Aloha. Woohoo!